We've had reports the current occupants are fiercely territorial, but it's highly unlikely that they have any weapons that can seriously threaten someone in full power. You hid. You blended in. Look at those cold, dead eyes. How do I get access to more topics?
Well, you'd have to get a senior level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you.
How fascinating. But okay, so that didn't quite help. I need somebody to give me more information, and it's not going to be him. Let's go back and see if we can find maybe the other buddy? The one who's trying to overthrow people. Perhaps he will have some relevant information. Also, maybe I could go down here. This is a door, or is this just... It is a door. The hell's in here? Hello? I mean, there's a bed, some burned books. Not a whole lot here. What the hell are these hobbit holes for? What poor soul lives in these hobbit holes? Oh, that's such a sad desk. Man, one of these is going to hold something real random and valuable. Just you wait. And I say that it's probably going to be absolutely nothing. Man, these houses, I'm going to call them houses because that's effectively what they are. They are not fun. Alright, I don't actually think anything is down here. I was kind of hopeful. Let's turn on my light. That proved to not be helpful at all. Why is there a dip? I don't know. I'm not meant to know. I was not born in this vault. I was born in a different vault. Many, many moons away. But okay, let's just disregard McNamara for the time being. Let's just pretend that that man does not exist. So in that case, we can go to level 2. We can go up here. How do I get... Is that just through here? I didn't think it was. Definitely is not. Although... Okay, wait, is this somebody's room down there? Can I go... Wait a minute. Can I go through this door? It's through here. Oh. Well, this just seems holy. What is the purpose of down here? Is anything? I don't think there's a purpose to down here. Again, maybe if I was hiding, like if I managed to piss off all the Brotherhood, I could probably get around underneath here. But I think in the grand... Hey, a terminal. Ooh. I owe these guys nothing. What do we have in this terminal? Oh, Lord, the password, of course, is shielded. Nope, I meant refunded. Sorry, it's a bit of a brain buster. I meant, generate? Oh, okay. I like this game. The guessing game. Welcome, Lorenzo. Displaying the last 3 files access. Journal entry 745 says, "This is maddening. All of my research thus far points to a company called Poseidon Energy as having experimented far beyond the capabilities of our current power armor and weapons. It is possible they were behind the development of the equipment the Enclave used as well. Why then have we found numerous caches of military-grade equipment throughout the wastes and nothing from this company? I have just discovered something horrifying. If my projections are right, we must. But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. The Elder will know what to do. He must. The Elder has asked me to provide a list of possible locations for the components needed. Unfortunately, our reconnaissance of the area is lacking due to Elijah's insistence that we concentrate all efforts on Helios. Ibsen and I have managed to retrieve some information from the data store on sites of potential interest, but they are mostly military and industrial locations. If only I knew if there were other bunkers, or even of those old Robco vaults in the area." I don't know what that does, but I lost karma for it. Seems like a fair trade, right? Karma for lore? What is my karma sitting at anyway? Just out of curiosity. I mean, people kind of like me, but I'm a little mixed in some places. That doesn't tell me my overall, though. General. Very good. I'm a symbol of order. Would you take that, Brotherhood? I mean, somebody likes me around this hellhole. It's just not most of the people. I'm gonna leave these doors open. I keep closing them to be nice, but I can't tell where the hell I've been after I do that. I don't think any of these houses... That's what I'm calling them. These are houses. I don't think any of them have anything relevant or important. Okay, turn off my light and go back to investigate. No name, no importance. I could go in here, but again, wait, is there Nothing's underneath
Hey.
this. Do you guys say anything?
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here.
Principles of
If you'll
fusion are
excuse me.
relatively
I
simple.
mean, yeah, they're not gonna say anything relative to the topic at hand. And you are writing on nothing. Okay, so that didn't exactly yield the results that I was hoping for. But we did learn a little bit of lore. Local map says level 2. Wait, we need to get over here. How do we get over there? I don't think it's underneath. Well, no, you can, of course, just walk over here. Is it... Well, no, it's up here and then across the way. Have I never... I must have just... Okay, I don't know how I missed this. You know what? Let's sit down. Make this lore-friendly. Hey, can we have a chat?
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
Well, sort of. Listen, you're the head of security, right?
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
Okay, that's actually good. So, why did I have to deal with the ranger at topside?
Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off.
Okay, so what exactly are the rules regarding entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning.
Okay, I
Fine
had
by
other
me.
questions. What would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So you've been talking to Harden, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Harden. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Okay, you mentioned Helios. I think it was at Helios one. What exactly happened?
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Okay, I wonder if he did something to Elijah. Tell me about Elijah, though.
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store, kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Okay, I look forward to reading all about that. Can I use this computer? Nope, that's a turret control terminal. Okay, well, his terminal's very easy. It is fitting that the leader of security has a very easy terminal to hack. Okay, so he's given us permission, which means I get to do the thing I love, and that is talk even more and bother the hell out of you. I'm kidding. If you tuned in but you hate the sound of my voice, I have questions. What are these doors? And you don't necessarily have to love the sound of the voice. You gotta just accept the sound of the voice, right? Is this where I'm going? Sorry for making you sick with my mouse flickering. I realize I don't play games like other people do. Alright,
How may I assist you?
I'm looking for a man in... Wait, there's more in here? Wait a minute. What the hell's back here? Wait, did I take a wrong turn somewhere? the hell's in here? Hello? Nope. Who are you?
Hmm? Oh,
You're the guy whose
you must be
computer
the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here.
Yep, time for me to go.
There was a huge explosion east of the Colorado.
Weird,
a
I
little while
can't
ago.
interact with him at all,
Fancy our
but
having
you know
hotel
what
room
happens.
that
Okay, so he's actually in charge of a bunch of stuff here. I didn't inherently mean to just break into his findings, but hey, I know all about what he knows. Okay, so I took a wrong turn. I meant to go... Well, no, wait. Wait. That room looked like it was where Buddy was, but that's where Buddy's at. So, what the hell's in the other room? What? Hold on. I need a quick save. I need to go exploring for a minute. For one, I don't know why I didn't go back here. For two, what's in here? I thought this was where Buddy was at. That's why I didn't go in here. Who are you? Watkins.
Yeah?
Hello. What is with all of the computers?
It's our virtual reality training hall. We don't really go out all that often anymore, so this is how we stay sharp.
Alright, you said any more. Did the Brotherhood used to go out more?
Yeah, a lot more. Back when we were at the Helios station. Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to talk about that, especially with outsiders. So forget you just heard that, okay?
Yeah. Listen, don't take this wrong way, but shouldn't you be in school?
Head scribe Taggart quickly realized my extraordinary talent when I took the mandatory VR combat testing. Soon after that, he requested that I get transferred to VR specialist training, serving as his assistant. I miss hanging out with the other students all the time, but at least I get to skip all those boring lectures.
Alright, tell me about yourself then.
Well, like just about everyone else here, I grew up in the Brotherhood. My father was a scribe and my mother a paladin.
I wonder how much inbreeding happened within the Brotherhood. Are your parents here somewhere?
They both died at Helios 1. The others were always like a family to me before that, but afterward they became my family in truth.
Well, that's awfully sad. Whoops, sorry. Do you take after your mother or your father more?
I don't know. I'm a little like both of them, I guess. If I had to choose, I really don't know which I'd pick. That's a question I've been asked a lot lately, since it's something I have to decide for myself soon.
Right, so I'm assuming you had to become a scribe or a paladin?
I'm currently an apprentice in the Brotherhood, and recently became eligible for journeyman status. But first I have to decide which order I want to join, the Knights or the Scribes.
Makes perfect sense. Tell me about the Knights.
Knights are in charge of all of our equipment. Power armor, Gatling lasers, you name it. All of it built and maintained by Knights. Knights also get to go out on patrols, scouting assignments, and support the Paladins in offensive operations. Being a Knight would mean getting to see more of the world, fight the Brotherhood's enemies, and possibly someday become a Paladin like my mother.
Right, and meanwhile, if you go with the other route, you would be the stay-at-home type.
The Scribes are responsible for discovering how all the old tech we recover actually works, and sometimes even work on inventing new things. Without them, the Brotherhood could never fulfill its mission. Or at least that's what my dad always used to say.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna leave you be. Can I talk to anybody else in here? Taggart, I've seen your name
Yes,
pop
what
up.
is it?
Who are you?
Ah, the outsider. I suppose it's too much to ask that jarhead Ramos to keep outsiders away from my research. I am head scribe Taggart, and I am much too busy to deal with the likes of you right now.
Okay, you are... Boy, I have a really weird urge to just put a bullet in his brain. Does that make me a bad person? Oh, thank God I can't hack into that. God knows I would. Okay, not a big deal. Nobody here, except for the little girl, wants to talk. So... Right, nobody in here wants to talk. Okay, let's go talk to Buddy and see about
The bunker takes
the
a little...
computers.
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information in the data store useful.
Actually, I realized as I clicked on him, I can probably just open this up and... Yeah, elder dismissal incidents. Okay, so there's been 3 cases of elder dismissal. So incident number 1. Let it be recorded that on this day, I don't know what day this is, Raymond Lorne was dismissed from his post as elder for committing the crime of murder. Brother Lorne was known to have hostile feelings toward the victim, senior scribe Ritter. Guilty party insists that Ritter's death was a tragic case of friendly fire. Bunker was under attack at the time, but the tribunal felt they could not let him persist as an elder with such suspicion hanging over him. Head scribe Bukic? Okay. Be it known that from this day, Kenneth Jones shall no longer bear the title of elder. Brother Jones has willfully gone against the chain that binds, and has been forced to step down. Head Paladin Linquist succeeds him as the elder, Head Scribe Morgan. And let the record show that I have stood witness to the dismissal of David James from the post of elder. Wait, none of these mention Elijah. Brother James was charged with destroying an unknown device recovered from a recent expedition. Purpose and function of the device remain unknown, and Brother James has thus far proven unwilling to discuss the matter with anyone. Head Scribe Talwyn. Huh. But none of those mentioned Elijah, though. What did my quest update to say? Turn to McNamara with 3 patrol missions. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Yeah, Paladin Ramos about the chain that binds.
Hello.
We're gonna do just that, because I don't know what that inherently means. Although I don't know... I'm sorry, I'm getting these names all mixed up. Somebody was back here. Who was back here that I needed to talk to? No. Never mind, I'm in the wrong place. Also, how the hell do I get up here? Yeah, I have no... Boy, this is confusing. Wait, no, actually, this is where... How do I get here, then? Because this should be the main buddy, right? Which means this is the other guy that I need to talk to. But I don't think he's actually here at all.
East of the Colorado a little while
Okay,
ago.
let's not worry too much about that. If I go through here, does this give me anything else? This gives me... Well, a marker here and a marker there. Marker everywhere? Let's circle around. Let's go take... I don't remember who Ramos is. Was Ramos the security guy? I don't know why I'm so bad with names. It's not my fault, I promise. Were you up here? I think you were up here. Is this who I'm thinking of? Or am I thinking about somebody else? You, Ramos? Yeah, you are. Okay, tell me about the chain that binds, will you?
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
Yeah. Data Store mentioned something about the chain that binds. Can you tell me more about that?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the Data Store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Yep, that sounds good. I will see you back at the Scribe. I don't know why I have to navigate this place. I guess on one positive note, I'm definitely going to know my way around here by the end of this. Actually, do I even need to cut away? It's really not that far. Well, I'm already lost again. No, I'm good. I've realized the way. Alright, I'll see you guys at the Scribe. I'm actually back here again. I'm gonna steal this computer from her. Alright, chain that binds. The chain that binds is the cornerstone of our organization. The rock that supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. It holds that, 1, orders are to flow from on high down. Orders are to flow from high on... No, what? Sorry, hold on. Orders are to flow from on high down through the ranks. An order from a superior must always be obeyed, that their wisdom may be carried out without hesitation. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not to those beneath them. In this way, harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. Okay, I'm following. Makes perfect sense. Does that just tell me to bring it to what's his name? Hold on. Return to Elder McNamara, return to Hardin with the Lost Patrols, help him... Cool, return to Hardin with your findings. Okay. All this circles back to Hardin, and I have no way to find him again. Where the hell did Hardin go? Hardin's somewhere up here. But where? Hold on, let me do a quick save, like an actual save, so I don't get mixed up, because my quick saves get overwritten. Okay, now before I talk to him, can I... Is other buddy in here? I assume other buddy's just over here. Makes perfect sense. What are you? Super Sledge. T-45D. Oh, that's the old classic armor. Training dummy. Definitely. I can loot you. Nothing of interest. I mean, there was an earnings thing. How much do you guys think these guys make? Probably nothing. Oh, this is just sad, Harden. Talk to me, buddy.
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
I have, in fact. Do you know anything about the chain that binds?
I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
Well, one of the few times an elder was dismissed was actually due to it.
I could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios.
Did you know there's a second part to it?
Second part? What are you talking about?
Well, it says a superior is not allowed to give orders to the men under his subordinate.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
This is probably a horrible idea, but I imagine that house is going to kill them all anyway, so... I found the patrols.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly what I've been looking for. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me, thereby breaking the chain that binds. With this, I can finally have him removed as Elder and end this ridiculous lockdown.
Okay, so let me clarify. I have no idea if this was the right choice. However, there are rules that exist. I was simply being a bit of an ass. However, there was a rule that was broken, and I simply pointed it out. For that reason, I don't think I'm so horrible, but what happens now?
There are a number of people I'll need to talk to. The process won't be instantaneous, but with this evidence, my path is clear. It shouldn't take more than a few days, and then we can begin moving forward again.
This actually makes perfect sense as to why Buddy didn't want me, or wanted me rather, to give him the notes directly, so that nobody found out that he broke the chain. But okay, so the Brotherhood of Steel, I think I also keep calling him House. I think he's just perpetually, he's New House. The only difference is he doesn't solve my medical conditions. It's a compromise. They're the same. What am I gonna find? Gauss rifle. Huh? Is that Ghost? No, it's just a Ranger. Oh my God! God himself just smited that person.